Hey everybody, and welcome to Lounge TV. I'm Larry and Joe. We're sitting by the fire here. We're going to do a Keepin It Real. I didn't know how to say that.
Yeah, we're Larry and Joe.
We're Larry and Joe, and we're sitting by the fire going to do a Keepin It Real today.
And Joe?
Joe and Larry.
Yeah. JK.
Right?
Oh yeah, I guess alphabetically. Yeah. Larry and Joe flows better.
Does it?
I think so. Larry and Joe.
Joe and Larry.
Joe and Larry. I guess they both sound pretty good, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Joe Lar. Joe Lar. Laura Joe.
Who's that? Oh,
Well, first.
Lawrence.
Yeah.
It's Lorenzo.
Well, I was doing I didn't Lar Joe. That sounds stupid.
Oh, Le Joe. How about Le Joe?
Le Joe.
Le Joe.
That sounds French.
Anyway, we digress.
Our topic today is sense of entitlement.
Yes, entitlement.
This is a really interesting topic to do this on, and you know, I researched a little bit of it. I didn't have a lot of time to research, you know, like and really study for it.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I always had an idea of what it was.
Yeah, we hear it more now, I feel like, than we ever have in our entire life.
Probably so, because do you feel like maybe more people now feel a sense of entitlement than ever before?
I feel
or do you think it's
like,
always been there?
No, well, so I feel like that it comes down from the parents. So it is, as a child, the sense of entitlement is a natural occurrence, right?
Yeah,
You're the center of your parents' world. A lot of traffic today. You get everything handed to you. You know what I mean? There's a sense of entitlement.
You're being provided for.
Yeah.
So
you're the center of the universe. My kids are my everything. They're,
right.
you know, they're my center.
And I guess I could say it there because if your parents had you, right, naturally, or adopted, doesn't really matter, then your entitlement is that they're going to take care of you and provide for you. That's what, you know, that would be the thing. But however, there's an age where could be 15 where they want you to go to work, or it could be 18
younger, or you gotta start throwing in those what's the word I'm thinking of? Like those, not role model, but those instances where the kids are realizing that there's going to be some adversity. You can't have everything given to you. Sometimes you have to earn stuff yourself. Right. Like when I started getting my allowance, I stopped getting, you know, when I would go to the store, like, oh, Mom, can you give me this little toy? Sure, I'll get it for you. But then when I started getting my allowance, she was like, hey, you know, how much you have? I only have, you know, she maybe give me $1 or $2 to cover the rest of it, but I didn't use my allowance to start buying my stuff.
Right.
So it showed you that, you know, you have to earn it. You're not just entitled to get anything in this world.
So if you were given $5 for taking out the trash every week, right? Then it's like, if you didn't take out the trash and you didn't get it, you didn't feel like you should still get that money, did you?
I might have it up to a certain point until I realized.
That would be the sense of entitlement.
Yeah, until you don't get it and then you realize, oh, I'm not getting it because I didn't do this.
And that's where it runs into the sense of entitlement, where it's like you believe something is owed to you, but you did little or no work to
earn it.
Right, little or nothing, no work at all to earn that. For instance, I'll give you a
for instance
here. Okay, Joe.
Whoa.
Doesn't have a car, right? I'm not talking about, this is hypothetical.
Well, you didn't say hypothetical.
I'm sorry. Joe doesn't have a car.
He said for a fact.
You got a nice car. Your car's nicer than mine.
No, I have a Prius. My Prius is nice.
Okay, we'll do it the opposite. I don't have a car, and Joe has an extra one at his house, right? And
check me out.
I need to get to work back and forth and everything, and I'm like, you know, telling Joe about it. And Joe's like, yo, I'll help you out, dude. I'll let you use this car. You can go back and forth to work, use it as much as you want. I only ask a couple things from you. One is put gas in it yourself, and two, I ask you no smoking in my car and keep my car clean.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm using your car, and then all of a sudden you stop by my house one day and you come over and you look and you see all kinds of trash in your car. And then you open the door and you smell cigarette smoke. Yeah. And maybe there's a burn hole in the seat, or there's the ashtrays full of it. And you just turn around to me and say, you know what, Larry? I'm going to be taking my car back. And I get mad at you. You take the car back and I get mad at you now because you told me I could use your car.
Right. But I gave you stipulations.
Exactly, but it didn't even matter about the stipulations. You could have just came to me and just said, like, say I kept it clean and everything. You're like, I need that car back.
It's still my car.
It's your car. You paid for the car.
Yeah.
You paid for the insurance. It's your car.
Yeah, right. It's my car.
How does it become? How do I all of a sudden feel that it's my car? That I have a right to your car now.
Right, because you drove for a while. So it's funny to say that because there was a point in time that I didn't have a car. I hit a deer or something, whatever happened. And my brother Bobby had an extra Ford Explorer that he needs in the wintertime. He has a 4x4.
Okay.
He works at the power plant, right? So he has to be able to go to and from work when it snows.
Right.
But he has a regular car that's good on gas. He drives the rest of the time. So he's like, hey, use it. Because it was like May. He's like, use it for as long as you need. He's like, I'll just need it when it snows.
Right.
And I used it, and I used it for a while, probably because I'm only using it to go to and from work right in Millville, so it wasn't a big deal.
Right.
I drop it off on Friday night, so we had it for the dump runs on the weekends, and I pick it back up Sunday night. You know what I mean? And that'd be that. But come wintertime, there was a point where he needed it, and I'd call him work until I can't make it in because I don't have a car.
Right.
You know, and it is what it is. Like I should have between A and B, I should have got myself another car. I didn't because it was easy. I didn't have to worry about paying for it. You know what I mean? It was already paid for.
Right.
And because of that, I had a day off, so I wasn't really suffering. But you know, I had to not go to work because of that.
Right. Right.
And because it's his car, I'm not entitled to it. You did me a favor. The way I say you do me a favor is like, yo, here you go. I'm sorry. Here it is. Better than you got it.
Yeah, and that's where I think it's a good way to look at it. Is like, if it's not yours, how are you entitled to anything? You're not entitled.
You did nothing to earn it.
Here, you know, in the Bible, right? There's a parable, and I'm gonna bring up the parable about a landowner that he needed work done. So he went down to the street corner and he found like 3 guys that were standing around, and he said, "Yo, what are you guys doing?" And nothing. We're looking for work. Well, you know what? I got some work for you to do.
You said that.
Yeah, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. He's like, I got some work for you to do. I'll give you $100. And don't say, oh, $100 ain't crap. I'm just
back in the Bible days.
Yeah, I'm just saying that as a round number. But at 6 o'clock in the morning, I say, yeah, you know what, you guys, look, you can work from 6 until 4, and then, you know, I'll give you $100 for work. And man, thank you so much, man, thank you so much. Right, they come working, and then at 12 o'clock, I go back to the street corner, and I see another guy standing there. I'm like, yo, dude, what are you doing? And he's like, I'm looking for work. All right, hey, you want to come work for me? You work till 4 o'clock. I'll give you $100. Sure. Then the last guy, and it was 3 o'clock. Another guy standing there. Same thing happens. Get him to work. Tell him he's going to get $100. So when it comes time for paying, the guy that was there last, I'm giving him $100. Then the next guys that came around noontime, I gave them each $100. The last 3 guys come up.
They've been there all day.
They've been there all day and bitch. And they sit there and say, this is not fair at all. I worked here since 6 o'clock in the morning till 4 o'clock. How are they getting $100 and I'm getting $100? The whole parable of this story is that, did you not agree to that $100?
Yeah.
Why are you entitled to more than that? Because you feel that you worked longer than them. But it's my money. Can I give my money to whoever I want to at any time? Yeah. There is no entitlement. If you agreed to,
it is what it is. Like, you're entitled to the $100, nothing more
because
than
you worked
now,
for
if
that,
the guy decides he wants to give you more because you work longer hours, that's a whole different story.
Exactly.
That's the problem though with today. So and even Carson, like, you know, he says to me all the time, it's not fair. Dude, life's not fair, bro.
Yeah, right.
A lot of things in life is not going to be fair.
It's not fair.
Like, yeah, all right, you work more money, so is it? Same. All right, perfect example. I'm starting a new job, and I negotiated a higher salary probably than people that are already there.
Right.
Because I negotiated it.
Right.
So is it fair that I'm making more money than these people? Maybe not. But I negotiated.
Right.
Therefore, I earned it.
Right.
And now I'm entitled to it because we signed a contract on it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not. You don't just get things given because you're there.
Right.
You can't just.
That's self-entitlement.
You can't just sit
you
somewhere.
believe that you get it without.
It's like, all right, you know what? All right, this is my chair now. So I sat here and I'm taking a chair with me. This is my chair. No. I'm entitled to it. No, I'm sitting on it. Yep. Sorry, dude. I'm entitled to it. I'm sitting here. You can't just sit somewhere and take something that's not yours because you think that you. What state do I have this chair? I didn't buy this chair. Right. I didn't put it here. I didn't take care of it.
Yeah. Do you know that sense of entitlement is a narcissistic trait?
I did not know that until today because I was researching for this Keepin It Real video.
And you know what? It makes sense. It does. To think that you are above anybody else is a narcissistic trait. So if you
100%.
If you think you deserve to get something and you didn't even do anything for it, just because you are who you are. Now, don't get me wrong. That doesn't mean that you should think low of yourself at all. You should always think highly of yourself, but you shouldn't think that you deserve all this stuff happening because you are better than anybody else. That's where the problem lies.
Yeah, well, and it's like all right, I deserve to have a good house and a good family because my parents have one and I grew up in their house. Therefore, I deserve it. I didn't do any work for it. I just,
Right.
I'm entitled to it because my parents have it. It's not the good old days of in the kingdoms where, all right, if you're, look, all right, this is not pertaining to you. If you're a prince, then all right, you have
royal
entitlement.
bumps.
Yeah, right, yeah, right. So if my dad was a king, I'd have entitlement. But so it says here, service with gratitude will fuel your relationship. Entitlement and expectation will poison it.
Yeah.
It's
That's
100%.
perfect.
You
Perfect,
can't
yeah.
just expect things to be given to you because you want them.
Right,
There's
exactly, and that's the thing I think that a lot of people are lacking nowadays. That you have to.
And not only that, but it's this another one. A sense of entitlement is a cancerous thought process that is void of gratitude. That's the other thing, that they're never thankful.
Right.
I'm entitled to. I don't need to be. Oh yeah. Don't thank me for letting me use my car. Let me
right, and that right.
Yeah.
The other way around, we did that.
No,
but it would be. It's like the right way for me to handle that would be like, oh man, I really could have used it. But you know what? Thank you. Thank
really
you
got
so
me
much
out of
because man, you let me use that, and you're right. You told me not to do that, and I did that. Now we could work out another agreement.
Yeah, but you know what, dude? Keep it. Just please
exactly.
Stop.
Don't do it anymore. Clean it up. Blah blah. We could work out agreement, and matter of fact, there would be a higher chance to work out that agreement if a person is like that, instead of right away like you.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say the word, but it's like.
Well, yeah.
But I'm just saying, like you a-hole.
Yeah.
I can't believe you just did that. You know how much this, that I need this car right now. Blah blah blah. That's the wrong way to look at it. I don't deserve that car.
No.
He's out of the kindness of his heart, he let me use the car.
And there are people. You can be like, all right, look, I get it. You get something in your car, you can't have it again. The problem is that you can't just assume that you have a right to anything that's not yours.
Mm-hmm.
And when you don't have it anymore, you need to be thankful and like, thank you so much. So the whole moral of our story is, don't be a douche.
Right.
Like earn what you want.
Yeah.
Earn what you can get. And if somebody does you a favor, be thankful for it.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, just the gratitude of.
Yeah.
For my brother, I was like, dude, thank you so much for letting me use your
Right.
car. Like, it really bailed me out in a tough spot.
Yeah.
And then that person's also gonna be like, you know what, dude, give me a day or two and you can have it back.
I helped you out before, I'll help you out again.
Yeah. Because it makes the other person feel good, dude.
Yeah.
They're sacrificing something for you. Make them feel good about it.
Yeah. Why would you get angry at somebody that did something for you?
Because
when
they're
they
entitled.
didn't have to do something unless you
they're
have a
entitled.
sense of entitlement, which you should never have. You should never figure something is owed to you when you didn't work